What's up, guys? I'm Caden with Crypto Now or Never. Today I'm going to be giving an update on Algorand. Make sure you stay tuned till the end of the video. None of this is financial advice. Let's get into it.
I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief.
So this was Algorand in one of my previous videos. It was trading at just under 9 cents. And this is Algorand currently, and at its peak, it was over 15 cents. And we had called out that it was trading in a double bottom and a falling wedge. And had you guys taken that trade, you could have made up to 70% gains in 1 month. And if you compare that to the stock market, the average return is 10% in a year. That would mean we made in 1 month what the stock market makes in 7 years, which are actually pretty incredible gains. And if you enjoy making gains in the crypto market, please do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button. Help me pump that algorithm. I would greatly appreciate it. But anyways, I'll go deeper into the chart at the end of the video. So as I said, Algorand is currently trading at around 13 cents. Its market cap is just over 1 billion, which ranks 52nd among all cryptocurrencies. And its circulating supply is 8 billion out of a max supply of 10 billion, which is just over 80% in circulation, which I will say is a lot better than most projects. There will only be a maximum of 20% dilution. And then Algorand is currently down 96% from its all-time high that it reached 4 years ago of $3.28. But what's really interesting about Algorand is it's only up 49% from its all-time low. That is actually insane for the 52nd largest cryptocurrency. If you compare that to a project like Quant is up 60,324% from its all-time low. So just understand, if you guys do believe in Algorand long-term, it still might not be a bad time for you to start dollar cost averaging in, even after the recent pump that we had. But obviously that's not financial advice. Do what's best for you. And then if you're looking to trade Algorand, I recommend using Binance, Coinbase, or KuCoin. I think those are the 3 easiest centralized exchanges to use. However, I will note there is a lot of FUD going on with Binance right now, and I will go into that a little bit later in the video. So if you do choose to use Binance, be a little careful. All right, so if we come over to Algorand's Twitter, we'll take a look at some recent news. So in my last Algorand video, this pinned tweet is what I was talking about. Euros are now on-chain, powered by Quantos EURD on Algorand. Now, I won't go super in-depth in this particular video, but this was actually pretty bullish news for Algorand. But now with the Algo wallet posted 23 hours ago. Exciting update for our Algorand family. The latest wallet release on Android is here, unlocking new potential for dApp developers with arbitrary data signing, enhanced dApp browser, and Algorand SDK bug fix for seamless functionality. So just overall wallet improvements. And then they posted November 22nd. We are pleased to announce that CoinDesk is our media partner for the Algorand Impact Summit. And CoinDesk is actually pretty big. They have 3 million followers on Twitter. CoinDesk will be live streaming select panels, providing a global audience with access to the insightful discussions taking place at this event, which obviously this is very good to see because it will help Algorand get their name out there. But now we'll go ahead and hop into some other major news that could affect Algorand's price action, even though it's not directly correlated to Algorand. So this is Watcher Guru's Twitter. And the first thing that I want to talk about is what they posted 20 hours ago. So the SEC commissioner says there is no reason for us to stand in the way of a spot Bitcoin ETF. And keep in mind, this is an SEC commissioner.
We have heard a lot of reporting in another matter that has gotten a lot of attention regarding a spot ETF, that there is ongoing conversations between issuers who have filed some of these applications and individuals at the SEC. And I wonder if you can shed any light on how much you as a commissioner might be involved in that, or really if this is just happening at the lower staff level at the moment.
No, again, I really can't comment on that, but I think I've been very transparent that I've thought for many years now that there is no reason for us to stand in the way of a spot Bitcoin exchange traded product.
And as I've said many different times, I believe that a Bitcoin spot ETF will help bring trillions of dollars to the industry. Now, the other major news that's going around is the US government criminally charges Binance with the following: conspiracy, conducting unlicensed money transmitting business, and violating International Emergency Economic Powers Act. Now, what's interesting is a lot of people believe that these two things are linked. There are a lot of rumors going around that the SEC was not going to approve a Bitcoin spot ETF until Binance was under control. Now, whether or not that's actually true, who knows? But if it is true, we could be a lot closer to getting Bitcoin spot ETFs approved. So it's definitely something to keep your eyes on. But then also, if you guys do have funds on Binance, I highly recommend taking them off of Binance. You should never store your funds on an exchange. But now for the final part of this video, we'll get into some technical analysis. So this is Algorand on the daily time frame. And as I said at the beginning, had you guys taken the double bottom and the falling wedge, you could have made up to 70% gains. But anyways, what am I saying right now? The RSI is pretty overbought still, but it's starting to reset. And the stochastics have completely reset. And then you could actually argue that Algorand is forming a bull flag, which break up 68% of the time, and it has a huge measured move to just under 19 cents. Now, measured moves do not always play out, but the other indicator that's a little bit promising is that if you look at the moving averages, the 21-day has broken above the 200-day moving average, which is a golden cross, and typically those signal an explosive move is coming. Plus, price action is also currently using the 21-day moving average as support, so it could be likely that we get a bounce off of it. Although I will say, if you come over to the 3-day, the RSI and stochastics are very overbought, and even the weekly time frame is getting a little overbought on the RSI, and the stochastics are very overbought. So personally, I don't know as though I will be taking this trade. It certainly could break to the upside, but I also don't like the fact that price action closed a candle beneath the 21-day moving average. I understand the very next one closed right back above, but that's not usually a good sign. But also just remember with Algorand, as I said at the beginning, it is only up 49% from its all-time low. So in the grand scheme of things, this pump that we just had might not actually mean much at all, especially if next bull run Algorand's trading around $2, $3. Now, lastly, we'll go over Bitcoin as it's correlated to most altcoins. So similar to Algorand, the RSI is extremely overbought, except even more so. And not just on the daily time frame, but also the 3-day is very overbought, as you can see right here. And then the weekly time frame is also very overbought. So ideally, if you're looking for an upside shot, that's never a great thing to see. Now, you could also argue that Bitcoin was trading in a bull flag that started to break up, and it has a huge measured move to around $42,000. And I will say, as long as price action does not start trading beneath the 21-day moving average, this measured move is still valid. But I will also say, based on my trade style, I will not be taking a Bitcoin trade. I do not like to chase a parabolic move, which is a bunch of explosive green candles in a row. And within a couple weeks, Bitcoin went from 26,100 to around 38,000. So personally, I'm going to be waiting for things to cool off, especially on the bigger time frames. I mean, if you look at the weekly time frame, we have had 5 explosive green candles in a row, and this 6th candle just turned red. It was also green. But as I say in every single one of my videos, macroeconomics significantly outweigh technical analysis. So if all of a sudden the Bitcoin spot ETFs get approved, that could skyrocket the entire market. On the contrary, if Binance were to crash or something bad happened, that could tank the entire market. So just understand crypto is going to be extremely volatile in the short term. Anything can happen. But that's about all. Let me know down in the comments, how high do you guys think Algorand will go next bull run? If you found this content valuable, please do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great rest of your day.